Welcome back to the RWS Style Personality series, where I have been covering the various style personalities that we women tend to gravitate towards, or maybe even perhaps avoid because we're not sure if that particular style personality will work with our lifestyle and overall essence of who we truly are. So this particular style personality series is going to be covering 8 different style personalities that hopefully at the end of this series you will have identified your signature core foundational style personality that you resonate with. So thus far we have covered the Bohemian Woman of Style, and I have also covered part 1 of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. So if you are new here to my channel and you just happen to be coming across this particular video from the RWS Style Personality series and it caught your attention, I would advise that you go back and you check out part 1 of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style, and then come back and watch part 2. And the reason for that is because my approach to helping you understand the various style personalities and how you can adopt 1 or 2 of the style elements into your current wardrobe and accessories is a little bit different from what you may have been accustomed to here on YouTube and possibly blogs that you've come across online. I like to give a little bit of a historical background of where these particular style personalities may have drawn its influence, its energy, and aesthetic from, and then I get into the style elements of a particular style personality and its overall aesthetic, vibe, and energy. So my style personality series are a little bit more in depth than the other videos that you may have come across, and that is just my approach. That is just my way of presenting the style personality series to the community here of amazing, ambitious, beautiful women of the Renaissance woman of style. So today we're going to be getting into part 2 of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. In part 1, as I just stated, I got into the historical influences of possibly, in my opinion, where the dramatic style personality emerged from and where women who gravitate towards this particular style personality tend to draw their energy and aesthetic and a vibe from and may not even be aware of it. You let me know when you finish watching part 1 and part 2 if you resonate with the vibe, the aesthetic, the energy, the historical influence of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. I'm curious to know. And if you don't resonate with this particular style personality, why not? Is it too overpowering? Is it too bold? Is she too empowered? Is she too strong? Does she take up too much space when she enters the room? And you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? That's why you need to check out part 1 and then come back and watch part 2 today, because I'm so interested to know what your take is on what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. And just a side note, as we go through the other 5 style personalities that I'm going to be covering here, you may notice that there's a crossover between 2 style personalities that you may be interested in exploring or that you may resonate with, and that is absolutely normal. You will have a core foundational style personality that is your signature style essence that you always gravitate towards, but there's always a secondary hint, a secondary essence that we tend to gravitate towards as well, and that is just another layer of our signature style personality. So as you go through each of the style personality videos, please take note of what it is that you resonate with, why or why not, and see how you can incorporate the style elements that I'm going to be going through into your existing wardrobe and accessories. Now, if you're wondering what my outfit is today for part 2 of the bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style, I am going to show you a highlight, and This particular outfit is a more casual, classic take on the bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. I'm wearing a pop of deep red Valentine lip color. I also have the matching color on my nails, and I'm wearing this pajama style top that I absolutely love. This is actually my first time wearing it. It's from JoeFresh. I'm not sure if you guys have JoeFresh in the US, but it is a retailer here in Canada that offers a variety of amazing styles for casual, everyday, and professional athletic wear as well. So this is a pajama top that I'm wearing, and I'm also wearing a great pair of jeans from Old Navy that I absolutely love. They are so comfortable. And I'm also wearing my black slip-on mule heels that I got from Spring Shoe Store, and I'll link to these stores below as well. And my earrings are a gorgeous pair of serpent drop earrings with a pearl at the end, and I believe I got these from H&M, I want to say, a couple years ago, and I decided to match it with today's outfit. I absolutely love this bag. It works so beautifully with this outfit. It is a vintage handbag, and if you have not watched my China Exposes luxury brands, I speak a little bit about designer bags and not breaking the bank to pull off a particular style personality that you resonate with. So you'll want to go back and check out part 1 of that as well, and look out for part 2 of that particular video. But I'm talking too much. Let's get into part 2 of the style elements of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. What makes the dramatic style personality, as I like to say, the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality, unique and differentiated from the other style personalities that we are going to cover within this particular edition of the RWS Style Personality Series? And it has a lot to do with the overall presence of a woman who resonates with this particular style personality. If you are a woman who resonates with the artistic, dramatic, and bold aesthetic and energy of this style personality, when you enter a room, heads immediately turn to know who you are, and not in a subtle way. People take note of you and either gravitate towards you or tend to shy away from you because your presence is so ingratiating. It is strong, it is regal, and it is extremely unique in the way that you like to express yourself. Now, depending on which system, approach, or theory you prefer to follow in terms of being a romantic dramatic, a dark dramatic, a lighter, softer, natural dramatic, regardless, if you are a true dramatic woman of style, you innately carry that energy within you. The aura of your particular visual styling, also known as your personal brand, is very strong. It's memorable, and it is a visual communicative tool to other people to let them know that you are divine feminine. You are dark divine feminine. You stand for whatever it is that you believe, that you value in life, and that is artistically interpreted through your accessories, your makeup, your hair, and your chosen wardrobe items, as we will see throughout this video. So style elements that are very much integrated into this particular style personality is that of having bold, strong, linear lines. Now, what does that actually mean? So clothing with sharp geometric and angular silhouettes, preferences for tailored pieces and tailored pieces that sculpt your body. Think back to my visual reference of the ecstasy of Saint Teresa and the architecture of the Baroque era. Precise, strong, sharp, angular, and prominent. It is tailored to your specific body proportions. Now, when you are creating your silhouettes of the bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style, you want to command a certain presence. And this is also based on how well your clothing is tailored to your physique. And that is why you will often hear tailored custom pieces are signature to this particular style personality. You are a woman who would go out of her way to find a tailor who will take the time, or you should find a tailor who is willing to take the time, or a seamstress who's willing to take the time to know every inch of your body in terms of the measurement, and then having certain outfits created for you, custom outfits created for you. Other signature visual elements of the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality is contrast. So as I was referring to the interplay between light and shadow, this is also very true for this particular visual styling element for this personality. You resonate with stark colors and the contrast, such as black versus white versus deep burgundies versus deep aubergine versus emerald green versus sapphire blues versus very deep cinnamon browns, chocolate browns. Bold, saturated colors are very much resonant with this particular style personality. And this style personality looks quite elegant, polished and sleek, wearing monochromatic outfits or bold statement pieces in vivid colors as well. So if you happen to be, let's say, for example, a clear winter woman of style who resonates with the dramatic style personality, you will definitely feel at home in the styling aesthetic for this particular style personality, because your signature color branding palette is already encompasses many of the saturated, vivid, stark jewel tone colors from the winter color season. Now, if you happen to be a woman who is a softer color season or a lighter color season, as I advise my private one-to-one clients, you're just going to train your eye, or I will help you to choose specific colors from your particular color palette that resonates with this particular style personality, but you do not lose yourself in choosing the wrong colors to evoke the energy and the visual style of the artistic, bold, dramatic style personality. That is why it is so important, at least in my opinion, as a certified image consultant, that if you choose to take important elements of your signature color branding palette into your overall visual personal branding through style. Now, the avant-garde element of this particular style personality heavily leans on incorporating unique, edgy, unconventional design elements that are often integrated through the accessories that you choose. It is an extension of how you complete your overall outfit with particular style aesthetics that are unique to you. So for perhaps you may be heavily into nail art. Nail art is a type of stylistic expression for this particular style personality by utilizing your nail, long nails, pointed nails, art on your nails to further enhance this particular style personality. Not always. And you also enjoy wearing darker, vampy, rich, regal colors on your nails. And you may also include exaggerated shapes, oversized accessories, or experimenting with off-the-cuff, very unique, hard to find couture pieces that resonate with this particular style personality. Now, one may not consider the artistic, bold, dramatic style personality to be minimalistic in its appearance, but I personally believe, as an image consultant, that less is more, particularly with this style personality, because the energy and the overall visual aesthetic of the bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style is already a very strong, prominent, assertive, dark, feminine energy. As I stated earlier in the video, when you step into a room, people automatically take notice of you. Whether you seek out that attention or not, people gravitate towards your mystery. They gravitate towards who this woman is, who is so daring enough to wear this couture outfit to this particular event, or to wear this very bold, structured, tailored dress or tailored pants or pencil skirt to this networking function. So the minimalistic element of this particular style personality plays to the strength and energy and overall visual aesthetic of this particular dramatic style personality. You will want to focus on maybe one or two very unique, bold statement pieces within your overall look. Otherwise, if you have too much going on in terms of your accessories or too much bold colors along with bold accessories, it comes off as being a little costumey. Now, there are very few women that I have come across that are confident enough in their overall style preferences to carry off bold earrings, bold necklace, bold rings, bold nails, and a very bold, colorful outfit. And those women are usually seen on celebrity red carpets during Oscar season or Grammy season. It's more of a play on costume wear rather than everyday wear. So you just want to be mindful and keep the minimalistic approach at the forefront of this particular style personality. Otherwise, you come off as being a little gimmicky, a little clownish looking if you're not coordinating and strategically pairing the right color palette and accessories to enhance this particular style personality. Hey ladies, so I wanted to just make a brief interruption here to clarify something. When I gave you the examples of no versus yes outfits for the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality, by no means am I saying this is a hardcore rule that you have to follow if you want to evoke the energy of this particular style personality. What your personal preferences are will be completely different from my personal style preferences. We may have similarities in what catches our eye and what we deem as being beautiful, as what we deem as being a acceptable way of evoking the energy of a particular style personality. But I will encourage you to always go with your gut feeling. If you want to do bold, daring, loud colors with bold artistic accessories, then go for it. If you're more like me, my approach when I'm working with my one-to-one clients, my aesthetic, my vibe, my energy is more leaning classic, elegant with pops of signature dramatic style elements to bring to life your essence within this particular style personality or other style personalities that you may resonate with. Every image consultant or personal stylist or even fashion influencer has their own aesthetic, their own signature vibe and energy. Mine is more classic, elegant, and leaning more towards contemporary, polished, clean lines. That is my preferred style preference, and you will probably see that as we journey through the RWS Style Personality series. But that's not to say that if you were to choose the bolder, more artistic, vibrant patterns of a dramatic style personality and match it with bold signature accessories, that it will not work for you. I'm not working with you one-on-one, so I can't pick up on your energy and your vibe. But if it works for you, it works for you. I just wanted to clarify that point for you. Okay, let's get back to the video. So another element of this particular style personality is luxury and sophistication. So you prefer high quality fabrics and well-crafted garments that are unique, that are foreign, that cannot be found easily. If you are a dramatic woman of style, you are rarely ever seen in stores such as H&M, Zara, and those fast, accessible fashion stores. Not that anything is wrong with shopping at those stores. I myself personally shop at those stores. However, you like to take your time to find unique pieces that are suitable to your lifestyle and that align with the essence of who you are as a dramatic woman of style. So couture, avant-garde, one-of-a-kind, custom-made pieces are your deal. You prefer to wait for a specific piece that's going to be flown in from Paris and that's going to take about 6 months to be made, and it's going to have your initials on the inside of it, and you know that that specific garment is made for you and maybe only 2 other people in the world. That is luxury and sophistication to the bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. So other notable signature elements of this particular style personality are structured, tailored blazers. Now, again, as I stated earlier in the video, you are highly encouraged, if you resonate with this particular style personality, to find a seamstress or a custom tailor who can help you to tailor your jackets, to tailor your blazers, your coats, your career wear to perfection so that it is sculpted to your body. That is one of the signature pieces of this particular style personality, are statement tailored blazers that have sharp edges, that are clean, that are polished, and that are well made. The fabrication, the overall quality of your pantsuits, your dresses, your skirts are of high quality and tailored to perfection. I cannot stress that enough. Other elements of this particular style personality are your bottom wear, so tailored trousers, pencil skirts, as I mentioned before, and wide-legged pants. Now, wide-legged pants with clean lines. Again, tailoring is going to make or break this particular style personality. So if you happen to be a dramatic woman of style who is on the shorter end, let's say 5'6" and below, wide-legged pants you have to be very careful with. You want to make sure that the width of the bottom of the pants aren't too wide where it looks like you're swimming in them. If you are more on the petite side, you just want to make sure that the trousers or jeans that you tend to gravitate towards are fitted to your body proportions and don't have you looking bottom heavy and disproportionate from the top half of your body. And in my body styling series that will be coming later on, I'll be getting into specifics of how to style your body in terms of its proportions, fabrication, and patterns and weight of fabric, in terms of evoking the energy of particular style personalities that I'll be covering in the first edition of this style personality series. Outerwear. Outerwear is also very important for this particular style personality. Again, long tailored coats. Trench coats are extremely signature to this particular style personality. If you think about iconic celebrities such as Marlene Dietrich, she was known for the trench coat, for wearing a good tailored trench coat. So you want to make sure that some element of tailored, longer style coats and trench coats are incorporated into your wardrobe as a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. Now you'll also want to pay attention to your footwear. Footwear is another signature element of this particular style personality. Stilettos, at least 2 pairs, one for the evening, one for the day, are absolutely necessary for the completion of this particular style personality. Also, knee-high boots that come in various heights of stilettos and that have ornate designs on them are extremely important to pulling together the energy, the overall look of the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality. Very rarely you will see a artistic, bold, dramatic wearing sneakers, ballet flats, loafers. That's not really their deal. However, if they do gravitate towards such stylized footwear, there's something very unique and off the cuff about that particular footwear, and it usually works really well with the overall outfit. So if you are going for a more androgynous look in terms of pairing loafers or flats with a particular trouser outfit, it can work if you're not into stiletto shoes, which is very rare with this particular style personality, but there's something very different about it. It may be a very bright colored leather loafer or flats that you choose to wear. It may be a platform flat or a platform loafer, something just very off the cuff about that particular flat footwear that you are gravitating towards. But in general, stilettos of various styles, of various shapes that extend the line of your overall shape as a dramatic woman of style works quite beautifully with this style personality. The woman who resonates with the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality is extremely confident in who she is. She is assertive and she knows how to handle the drama, the theatrics, the boldness of this particular style personality. And that's not to take away from other style personalities that are a little bit more subdued, that are a little bit more gentle in its overall visual appearance. It's just that the dramatic style personality, based upon my personal opinion, is very much a style personality where it's better to be in tune with their dark feminine energy. Also, other accessories that you can experiment with this particular style personality is that of hats and scarves that are made of silk and lace and velvet and leather and suede. These are accessory items that are unique to you and are not typically made in the traditional way. There's something very off the cuff, very unique about these particular accessory items that you choose to incorporate into this particular style personality. All right, ladies, I hope that you enjoyed part 2 of the classic style elements of what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. We still have the final part 3 of the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality, and in that video I'm going to be getting into the makeup and hairstyles that work really well with this particular style personality, and hopefully you can draw some inspiration from to incorporate into your own take on what it means to be a bold, artistic, dramatic woman of style. I didn't want to put it together with this video because it would have been a bit too long, and as I stated in part 1, I want to make these videos a little bit shorter and more digestible for you to enjoy and take your time going through. So in part 3, we'll be getting into the visuals of makeup inspiration in hairstyles that work beautifully with the bold, artistic, dramatic style personality. I will see you in part 3.